Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I am discussing a new series I'm going to be doing on the channel. So I've always been a runner. I've always enjoyed running, and recently I decided I'm going to start running again. I haven't really. So the last time I really went full out running was at the end of my senior year in 2020. I started running in January to get ready for track season, and that never happened. So what I ended up doing was I ended up instead of training for the quarter mile, which was my event in high school, I started training for distance. I wanted to see how far I could go. I set up a whole plan, and from the end of April to the end of June, I was strictly running to try and increase my distance. This year, at the end of June, we don't own a treadmill at my house. We at the time we didn't. We do now, and it was really warm outside, and I just missed a couple days in a row on my routine, and I got completely out of it. So and I never really got back into it. I got vertigo in September of last year, and then I was dizzy when I was running, so that took a while to get over, but now I decided, hey, I'm going to start doing this again. And I want to try and run a marathon. It's been a goal of mine since I was doing the running in 2020, and I figured that I could document my progress on the channel. I know that most of my content's football content, but I know there's definitely a lot of people that are into exercising and into doing stuff like this. So I figured that I would share my plan and let you guys know how everything's going. And you can also keep me accountable. I can make a video every week, and if I ever don't post a video on Saturday explaining how the week went, then you guys can yell at me and tell me to get back on track. So, the goal is I want to run 20 miles on my 20th birthday. So my 20th birthday is coming up in 5 months from now. And so over the next 20 weeks, I'm going to be increasing. This week today I did my first day of my 100 days. I started at 3 miles. And I'm going to be progressively increasing that every single week through January, February, March, and April. By May, I'll be running over 60 miles a week. So over here, I have the total distance for each week, and then I have the total distance for the whole time. And I think that my plan is fairly doable for me personally, because I have experience running. Today I ran 3 miles at an 8:16 pace, or it took me 24 minutes and 49 seconds. So I know a lot of people watching this right now don't have a lot of experience running. If you don't have a lot of experience running, I wouldn't suggest doing a plan as aggressive as this. I'm starting off fairly aggressively, and then it's only getting higher and higher, but that's because within the last 2 years, I was doing a very aggressive running schedule. Last time I had been training for track season, so I had a higher starting point. I started at this time's week 5, and I went through to week 13, and it was an extra week more than this, but I only got to 15 miles. So 15 is the longest I've run, and so this is kind of like a way for me to get back into shape. I feel like I haven't been in shape, and I think that would help me to focus more on work, get more stuff done, be more efficient next semester in school. I feel like this semester I got behind on assignments. I wasn't good at focusing. I wasn't good at even waking up early. This video is very scatterbrained. I apologize. But yeah, my goal is to wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to do these runs. This morning I ran from 6:20 to 6:45. So yeah, if you guys want to do anything like this, then you don't need to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, 6 o'clock is when I'm going to be trying to wake up. I'm running Saturday, and then so I'm going to go over my plan and how I devised it. So if any of you guys are interested in doing something like this, then you can kind of go around a similar idea. Again, if you don't have a lot of experience running, I wouldn't suggest doing something as aggressive as this. By week 5, I'm going to be running 24 miles in a week, and my longest run is going to be 7 miles. So again, if you don't have experience running, then you won't be able to run 7 miles in 5 weeks of running. But so week 1, I'm starting at 3 miles. Saturdays are going to be my day to increase the mileage. So for the first 9 weeks, I'm going to be going up to 12 miles. And then Sunday is going to be a rest and recovery day. So those are going to be generally 3 miles, 4 miles, 5, and then it caps out at 6. Because once you get to 16 miles, 6 miles is a good recovery. It's not too ambitious because it's less than half of what you're running. So although it doesn't sound like a recovery distance, it's recovery for if you're running 20 miles. So 6 is where I cap the recoveries. I went up once every 3 weeks at the beginning, 3 weeks of 2 miles, 3 weeks of 3 miles, 3 weeks of 4 miles, 3 of 5, and then I cap it out at 6 because anything more than 6 isn't a recovery, it's just a workout. And then my second, and then Tuesday, and then I have a break on Monday. So I have the big run on Saturday, recovery on Sunday, big run, and then Monday's rest day. Tuesday, I redo Saturday for the first bit. The first 9 weeks, I redo what I did on Saturday. So 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 11. And then by week 10, through experience that I gained the last time that I did this, when you first run 12 miles, it's hard to run 12 miles twice in a week. It's hard to run 11 miles twice in a week. So instead of having a second big run and a recovery day, Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm just gonna do a middle to long run 3 days in a row, starting with a longer one and then 2 shorter ones. So the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be the bulk of my running for the week. So like, for example, week 11, I'm going to do 18 miles these 2 days, and I'm going to do 24 miles these 3. And I think that is a good way to do it because you're getting in one big run every week. You have a recovery day, and then you just get in like those middle distances. Like you're not like 9 miles is 4 whole miles less than 13. Like that's a lot. It's only 2/3 of 13. So it's a pretty solid. It's something that you should be able to run in a pretty solid clip by the time you're running a half marathon. I was surprised that I was able to keep an 8:16 pace through 3 miles today. I was thinking that it would be a little bit slower. I'm going to keep track of all of my paces for each run, and then my pace for the week, and my pace overall. Pace overall doesn't really mean a whole lot. It's the individual days, and maybe even the weeks that count a little bit more, because obviously the Tuesday, my goal for each Tuesday is going to be faster than my Saturday. So like if I ran 3 miles at an 8:16 pace today, then hopefully by Tuesday I've gained a little bit of endurance. I can run at like an 8:14, maybe even 8 minutes. So, and then Wednesday and Thursday should be the 2 fastest for me. Sunday's a recovery day, so I'm not going to be trying to sprint. I might run 2 miles at say like an 8:16, maybe 8. But Wednesday and Thursday are the days that, especially in the later weeks, like 7 miles, when my longest is 12, or this Wednesday, this like Wednesdays here are going to be definitely going for speed, because like definitely, like by speed I mean 7:30 minutes a mile, because that's definitely something I can sustain for a decent length of time once I get into it. After 11 weeks of running, you should, like, for someone with experience running, you should be able to do that at a pretty good clip. So yeah, this is my plan. Again, if any of you guys are interested in getting into running, I'm not an expert. I am by no means a professional, but I can definitely give tips on on how you can kind of get into it a little bit more. What I've done in the past, I've been running since I was in 6th grade. I started in cross country in 6th grade, so I've been running for like 9 years at this point, on and off, obviously. I didn't run any of the last year, and I haven't always done distance running, but I do have a general idea of like um, what a comfortable pace is for myself. A lot of it's learning what's good for you, what you enjoy doing, and what is most effective for you. Uh, Plans are really individualized, and so I kind of want to just show you guys what I'm doing, kind of like a way for me to share, and I'll see if you guys are interested. And also, like I said earlier, it keeps me accountable because I want to be able to do this, but sometimes just wanting something doesn't always make you able to do it. So, even if I have a lot of motivation to do it, just saying, like, hey, I'm doing this kind of like makes me make sure that I keep up with it. Um, so I'll probably give you weekly updates on my paces, how I'm feeling. Like today, I ran 3 miles at an 8:16 pace. That felt really good. Like that felt fantastic. I probably could have run 4, to be honest, but I decided to stick with the plan because if you start off too quickly, too early, then you're gonna burn out. So if I started off with 4, even 5 miles today, then no, that's like that. You need to ease into it, and that's why I'm saying like if you haven't run before, then you're gonna want to start on a less ambitious amount of running. But yeah, um, and then speaking of marathons, so by the time I get to week 20, I have 22 miles on here. I don't know everything past week 13. All of this is a question mark to me because I've never run more than 15 miles. So, if any of you guys are professionals or know anything about training for a marathon, I would definitely be interested in hearing your input because I've never trained to run anything past 15 miles. I had a plan to run up to 20 last time I was doing this, but it was just the circumstances just weren't right. So if any of you guys have any suggestions, please let me know because I don't think that you're supposed to just keep going up. I think that until race day. I don't even know if there's a marathon I'm planning on going to that I'll develop in the future. This is obviously late April, so this is 5 months away right now. But this is my plan. This is my idea. If you guys have any thoughts, again, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.